welcome to Crohn's Magic Corner. I'm Rachel Arazo, your intuitive divination mentor and intuitive business coach. Hi! Let me make sure that I actually have everything good, and then we will get into introductions and get started. I also know it takes a second for things to actually pop up. and to let everybody know that I am here. If you're coming in, or even if you're watching the replay, let me know. Tell me hello. I love coming back and seeing everybody. Let's see. Alrighty. Making sure I have sound. I'm in the right place. Yes, I'm in the right place. Yep. Wait. Yep, we have sound. Awesome sauce. Yay. So, little bit of an introduction before we get started, okay? So, I am, like I said, I'm Rachel Arazo, and basically what I like to do is I aspire to help online coaches, readers, service-based providers, whether it's physical or actual services like coaching and reading, as long as you're using divination. I help you. I help those who are struggling with making consistent income for their businesses, especially as professionals, and they want to fill their calendars with clients that actually sing to them, and that are willing to pay for their gifts. It's super simple. And the thing that we're going to do is I'm going to teach you this week, because last month we talked about confidence. We talked about that if you don't have the confidence to do anything, then you're kind of stuck. Whereas now we are continuing with this cycle of if you don't have the confidence to do the thing, you don't make the time. So this week with this challenge, this 10-tail curtain mindset challenge, I'm teaching you how to, basically how to break that cycle, how to stop with that perpetual, I don't have the confidence, so I'm not making the time, and I'm not making the time, so I don't have the confidence to even get started in the loop. We're stopping that so that you can actually start making the time, start doing the thing, and start booking out your calendar. Does that make sense? Awesome. Checking on my spell candles in the background. Hi, Caitlin. I hope you're doing wonderful this morning. Hi, Anna. Hello. Yeah, I just got done coming over from the Intuitive Palms group. We just did our module for this week. Let's see. Awesome. It makes sense. Wonderful. So today, because today we're basically going to be going over what to expect from this challenge. If you have not signed up for the list, the reason why you need to sign up for the list is so you can actually get the workbooks and the replays, because I will be uploading them and I will be sending them out, but only those that are on the list will get the workbook. So if you have not done it yet, I went ahead and popped it there, because there's going to be some things that you need for today. I'm really big on, if you are dedicated to your business, even if you're just dedicated to your practice, you need to start writing things down and start, because that's how you make goals. That's how you make plans. So today is really going to be, because when I say that it's time to rehearse, because that's the thing for today, I'm coming from my theater perspective. I'm coming from that we have a goal that we want you to get to. The show that you're going to put on is the show of your business, right? And if you're, by the way, because I saw a couple people said that they're not sure if they signed up, just go ahead and go check. It'll let you know if you signed up or not. It'll give you an error message if you've already signed up. Right now, I can't go check because I want to be able to be here and chat with you. But go ahead and go check, double check for me. The show that we want to put on is your business, right? It is that vision that you have where you can wake up whenever you want. You can eat something really nutritional for breakfast or even every single meal of the day. You have enough time to be with your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything that you want to do, and make money, right? Your ideal life when your business goes off. That is the show we are putting on. But in order to have that show, let's say that show is coming soon. You've already auditioned. You've landed the lead role because it's your life. Of course, you're going to have the lead role. And now we need to get into rehearsal. You need to start working. And it's not the matter of what lines to memorize. We do the background work, things that the audience, your clients, do not see, and they honestly don't care about. Okay, we're going to work on all of that because that's the really important work. That's the thing that gets you out of bed and sits in your chair and gets going with your business every day. We're going to work on that. And the biggest thing is this week, learning to set aside the time and heal the thought that if you put the time down, that the money won't come, right? Because those two seem to go into conjunction with each other. You're afraid that if you do set aside time for your business and you work on it, that money's not going to come. We're going to heal that mindset. And then at the same time, because we need that balance of the masculine and feminine, we need the nurturing in the background, the mindset work at the same time as the action. So we're going to work on that. Does that make sense so far? Give me hearts or likes if that makes sense so far. And if not, stop me, because I am happy to explain it. Go lower. Camera. There we go. Hi, Pamela. Awesome. I'm getting hearts and likes. It makes sense. Woo. Awesome sauce. So, like I said, this is all about noticing a cycle, okay? Because my job as your teacher, as your coach, as your mentor, whatever the hell the kind of name you put on me, my job is to help you assess where the problem is so we can get steps X, Y, and Z to move forward, right? Not all the time does that mean that I will be your best friend. Sometimes I'm going to say some things that you're not going to particularly like, because this challenge, if you really dedicate yourself to it and you really put yourself out there and you do the work, it's going to give you some monumental shifts. Sometimes you're not going to like what I have to say, but it's supposed to help you come to some realizations for yourself. And some of this work is going to be hard, but it's going to get you started. We're going to stop that cycle of, oh, I can't do this. We're going to do this immediately. Pamela says, hi, what is that high-pitched noise in the background? Is that just my phone? Yeah, there's no noise, hon. Try coming out, refreshing, and coming back in and see what's up. If it still persists, then it would be your phone. Let me know what's happening because I want to make sure that you can actually hear. Okay. So there is a habit that I've noticed, because a lot of the times when we say we don't have time, that's usually there are two really common, I don't want to say excuses, but that's pretty much what they are. They're excuses for not starting your business right now. I don't have the money and I don't have the time. And the reason you say that is because you don't feel secure in yourself to get started. Okay? That's a root chakra problem. You don't feel stable enough. Okay? So you could react one of two ways. You just don't do it. Or you throw yourself all into it and you join all the social media, you join all the groups, you do all the networking, but it's so scattered, like it's that 8 of Wands kind of scattered, that we need to refocus you in. And both areas get you nowhere, right? Because and this can happen at any stage of business. You can be doing $10,000 months or $50,000 months, but if you don't have that focus, or if you have that issue of, I don't have time to do that now in order to help me grow, you're still going to have the same problem. Okay. And really what happens, because we have that lack of security within ourselves to put aside the time to reassess what we've been doing, that's when we close off opportunity, because you're not putting aside the time. You're not changing your mindset that money is available to you. You're not changing your mindset that I can be secure if I just allow myself to be uncomfortable for a minute, right? Does anybody here really feel like that's happening with them? Because I know with me, when I feel uncomfortable, I don't like doing the thing that I'm doing. Because we're in such a community that we're like, you need to focus on what feels good and then go for that. But sometimes you need to be a little bit uncomfortable in order to grow and to get that stability that you want. And I know personally as a double Taurus, I don't like that. I like my beautiful things around me. I like my things working for me. And if it doesn't work, I get irritated very quickly. I get very angry very fast. And I know it's a habit that needs to be reassessed, because if you can train yourself to be comfortable with assessing yourself and moving back through things, you will move past these blocks. The issue is that you don't have any money. The issue is that you don't have the money right now, and you don't want to set aside the time to go get it, right? Do you feel like, let me know in the comments if that makes sense for you, because I want to make sure that I'm being super clear. I just realized how busy I look today. I've got polka dots and I've got flowers and I've got the stuff in the background. I look super busy today. Don't go out on me. Does that make sense? Give me hearts or likes if that makes sense. Okay, I'm getting them up on the screen. Okay. And if it doesn't make any sense at any point, go ahead and stop me. So, what can we do to make this better? What can we do to start growing, right? We need to assess where we are now in order to move forward. So it's like, think of this like a tarot spread, or like reading just your dominant hand for palmistry. We need to figure out where you are now so that we can move forward with bringing in something new. You need to take stock of your cellar before you can bring in more food for preservation, right? Let's see. You're all good, Caitlin. Anna says, there are many things that make me uncomfortable, but some things I do anyway, like talking in front of people, and particularly those I don't know since before. For me, it is a matter of taking control over my nerves and not letting it shine through. Yeah, and that's the part of rehearsal. I'm not expecting you, because we have a wide variety of people here in the group. We have a wide variety of business owners at different stages. I'm not expecting you to have it all together, okay? In fact, I'm approaching this as if you have never done anything before, okay, in terms of your business. What I expect, though, is for you to rehearse and to try. That's the point of the rehearsal space. This is where you might make a suggestion, you might try something, and the director tells you, not so much. I like that you tried and you made a decision, but let's move something else. Or this is where we shift the blocking. This is where we try on the costumes and see if they actually fit with the character, things like that. This is what we're doing now. It's all a rehearsal process. So first off, I want you to think about, what do you want your ideal business to look like 1 year from now? Take money off the table. Take any excuses that pop up in your head off of the table. Whether that be that you're not in the right place, like the not right house or the office that you want to be in, whether it can be like that you don't have people to watch your kids, or you don't have any income or anything like that. I just want you to get really visual for a second. And what does your ideal business look like? And pop it in the comments for me. Because my ideal business in 1 year in just 1 year, because a lot can happen in a year. I would like to be doing coaching full time and going on regular retreats with my students. Like for tea leaf readings, maybe we'll actually go to China and go see a farm where they grow tea, like because that's where it actually originated, not Japan. And go read tea leaves in the place where it originated. I would love that. That'd be fantastic. And I would have enough time to do that. I would feel secure in my home life enough to be okay with leaving for like a week to go do that, because it takes a good minute to get to China. It takes at least a day to get there and a day to get back. And I would feel happy enough and secure enough to go do that. That'd be wonderful. I would adore that. Like, give me that, right? Because that shows me a level of success for my business that I would love. Tell me in the comments. In 1 year, it doesn't have to be that grand. It can be a specific money allowance that you want. It can be the time you get up in the morning and when you start working, or who you're working with, things like that. Pop it in the comments and let me know. There are no wrong answers. This is all up to you. I will wait. This is a safe space, by the way. There are no stupid things. If you, in 1 year, want to be the psychic in the circus, you absolutely can. Caitlin says, enough business to quit my day job. Okay, in 1 year. That's a wonderful goal. That's a wonderful goal. And that's totally valid. Like that's totally easy to do. Anna says, okay, it doesn't have to be full-time, but something that allows me to work from home, be more free to do the things I love and would like to do more of. And of course, have enough energy to deal with at-home and teenage daughter and the cat. Security, feeling good with myself and my world, and as you mentioned, not having to get out of bed earlier than necessary. Absolutely! Both of those are beautiful. And both of those are absolutely attainable within 1 year. Right? 1 year is just the deadline. You can get this beforehand. Absolutely. That's perfect. Love it. So then think to yourself, because this is all mindset, right? We're just still being visual. Take money out of the equation. Take all like the excuses out of the equation. What do you want that business where you want to be to look like in the next month? Like in 1 month from now, in January, what do you want it to look like? My goal is to get those retreats, right? To be going on retreats with my people, to having that kind of stability, right? So in 1 month, I would need more of an audience. I would need to reach out more because I want to talk to new people that might be interested in going on those retreats. Or I would need to really get intimate with my finances and work out what I need to do on my own and figure out, okay, how much money would I need for this? Maybe I need within the next month to sit down with my bullet journal like I did with the Eternal Fire retreat that me and Susie are doing. Maybe I need to sit down and make a spread like I did with her. We took like a 4-hour planning session. Let me find it. I can never find the stupid spread when I need it. It's like when we sat down and it was first a concept, we sat down and we made the menu and what we needed for the landing page. We made our robes and our branding and all kinds of stuff. Maybe I need to do that within the next month to make it more real for me. Caitlin, more than one client. Yes. So your goal would be to get at least 4 or 5 clients within the next month. That would help you start moving towards doing things on your own. That's a perfectly reasonable goal. That's how you can do it full time. So we know where you are now and where you want to be. So now we need to start shifting some things. Seeing it in this kind of perspective, really getting clear about where you want to end up, is going to force you to figure out where you are now and what is missing out of that equation. It's not looking at the thing in the distance. So, like, for example, when before I ever wanted to do this, I wanted to be in theater. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be on Broadway. But I did not want to be one of those, in my mind, stupid kids from high school that immediately leaves for New York and gets mad within a couple of months that they haven't gotten a part and quit. I wanted to get there and be prepared and get in those shows. So, in my mind, I needed to come up with a plan, right? The kind of person, the kind of actress that I wanted to be, what did that look like? It was someone who could dance, any kind of dance. It was someone who could sing without having her voice crack. So what did that mean? Vocal lessons, dance classes, acting classes, because you can always get better, right? You can always learn the techniques and get better. I needed to read plays. I needed to get to know different directors. I needed to go see some shows. I needed to learn the different parts of the theater, because what if I get out there and I can't get an acting job, but I can be a stage manager, or I can be a light technician, I can hang lights, or I could run the soundboard. I needed to learn how to do that, so then I could still be a part of it and make money and have a life while also trying to get on stage. So I didn't see where I wanted to be as this gigantic goal that I could not achieve. It was more like, okay, that's where I want to be. What do I need to learn how to do now? I want to have those retreats. What do I need to know now? I need to know how much it's going to cost. I need to know how many people I'm taking with me. I need to know where we're staying, things like that. So if you want to make $5,000 a month by next year, or even less than that, because that can sound a little scary, even $1,000 a month, what do you need to do in order to get there? Make your little daily to-dos. It makes you very aware of where you are now and what you need to do in order to get there, right? See it like that. And in terms of your show, your business that is going to be put on live for an audience that people are going to buy tickets, aka sign up to work with you and come attend, that you're going to do readings for or make malas for or coach with, whatever show you're putting on, okay? We just need to break down the little steps. So then after a while, it becomes easy cake. You could do 1 billion shows and your energy would be fantastic. So I want you to think about all those little steps that you need to do. They're super easy. So first off, it deals with mindset. And we need to change your perspective about how if you put in the time, that people won't show up to give you money for it. If you're going to show up, you need to start seeing your time in terms of equal energy exchange. Ideally, I would love for you to start charging for your services. To reach out today to 5 people with an offer and say, I just invite you to come have a reading with me or coach with me or look at my shop. I would love for you to do that today. However, if you don't do that, I still want you to see your time as equal energy exchange. Hi, Rebecca. Right. So, what are some ways that you could start receiving equal energy exchange for your services? Has anybody done that yet? And when I say equal energy exchange, I mean getting paid for a reading. I mean getting testimonials, even reading for reading or coaching for coaching. That counts as equal energy exchange. If you've gotten donations, things like that, let me know if you've done that already. I want to know where you are now, so then we can make the best of this. Because what's going to be happening throughout this week is today we are going to get you started. We're going to get started with putting yourself out there. and doing all the things, okay? And not even putting yourself out there in the public, putting yourself out there for yourself. Um, Working on this ideal of how I spend my time means money and giving you some money to spend. Um, and then tomorrow, we're going to get into really planning yourself out, looking at your goals, getting really strict with what you're doing with your time. Because if you just say you're going to sit down to do the work, and then you sit there during the time you're supposed to be working and you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, or you're watching YouTube videos without actually working, then there's a problem. So we're going to work out your planning stuff. Let's see. Caitlin says, I have awesome. Rebecca says, speaking of time management, I have to run now, so catch up on the replay. That's fine. Make the time. I'm going to hold you to that. Okay. Bevelyn says, I've had a couple of paying clients. Awesome. Wonderful. So start seeing all of your time as like if you are booked up with clients all the time. You need to have some kind of equal energy exchange. It's not selfish. You just need to, what you spend your time on needs to compensate you in an equal amount, right? So we're going to get clear on that. Like I said, today we're going to focus on really just starting. Assess where you are now, because that's going to give you the most success if you figure out where you are now. Tomorrow, we're going to work on creating a planning ritual so that consistently you are on top of your goals, you're making goals and growing. Because once you reach a certain goal, there's going to be something else that you want, so we need to go to the next thing. So we're going to work on you regularly planning yourself. On day 3, Wednesday, we're going to work on setting your boundaries, because when you can make the schedule all you want, but if you still allow people to interrupt that schedule and to just burst in the room on you, or to just mess with your time like that and change their minds on you, that's how you get no-shows. That's how you get people messaging you at 2 a.m. for clarification, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to get really clear on your time boundaries, because that's going to be really important. Day 4, we're going to stop using time as an excuse. Okay? We're going to take that out of your vocabulary. It's not that you don't have the time. It's that you need to make the time to make it work. Right? We're going to shift your vocabulary on that, so you can actually make time for all of the things that you care for and for your business, and stop making excuses with it. And then the last day, we're going to set some healthy habits for you, okay? Because after this challenge is over, I want you to continue doing the good things, okay? And an exercise that every day I'm going to give you for this, so you can start learning that time is money, is we're going to play the money game. Give me hearts or likes if you played the money game before. If not, let me know in the comments. Because this is going to help you understand that what you dedicate your time to actually costs you money. And it can be very profitable if you spend the time correctly. Anna says, getting money for some readings, but also doing equal energy exchange with friends. Awesome! Working on a way to get some feedback and hopefully get some people who are willing to give testimonials, not friends that will give me great testimonials just because they're my friend. Exactly. That's a wonderful way to look at it. We need some kind of unbiased energy exchange, right? We need to build a fan base. But who's played the money game? I don't think so. Might recognize it when you explain it more. Absolutely, I will. Okay, so basically the idea originally for the money game, it's an Abraham Hicks idea. For those of you that may not know who Abraham Hicks is, there is a channel, Esther Hicks. She goes into a meditative state. She likes to travel the country and speak to everyone as this group of beings called Abraham. And a lot of the time when she channels this, people will come up and talk to her mainly about the law of attraction and about energy flowing. This is when you get the people that say that they need to meditate every day for at least 15-20 minutes. That way they can be closer to source. This is the people that are very much about if you think the negative thought, that it will attract the negativity because you're accustomed to that. Um, and there is a game for bringing in wealth and for teaching you the purposes that I'm doing this for you is teaching you that your time is worth your money, is doing the money game. I played it, but I didn't follow through and finish the money game. Okay, Pamela, well, this gives you opportunity to try again. So every day, to help you learn that your time is worth money, you're going to be getting a voucher from the universe. Okay, sometimes it's a check, sometimes it's a gift certificate. I'm giving you vouchers. The universe has given them to me specifically for you. And every day you need to spend the money that you've been given. So today you've been given $100 that you're going to go ahead and give. That I'm giving you from the universe for being amazing, for being who you are, and for having this goal, this business that you want to have. It's for that. It's for you to do this. So today you need to go out and spend $100, but there's some rules. You can't put it in your savings account. You cannot spend it on bills. Okay? And you can't invest it in anything. You need to buy something physical for you, not for anybody else. Like this is the season of giving, but we're not giving with this money from the universe. It needs to be for you. And the stipulations for this can change, but this week I would like you to mainly focus on buying things for you. Okay? This can be for your self-care. You can go buy courses and books. You can go buy music. You can go buy yourself new clothes. You can buy a vacation or a car. Whatever it is, it needs to be for you and what makes you feel good. Okay? Things like that. And every day at midnight, wherever your time zone is, you need to have spent your money by that time. So today, as of now, you have $100 to go spend. And just to keep you accountable, I'd like you to post in the group and share with everybody what you've spent, because then you might give someone else ideas if they're stuck. Okay? Pamela, I'm multitasking with my time right now, making gluten-free cheesecake. Woo! Yes! Make the most of your time. So, go spend your $100 today. And it needs to all be spent. You can even share this as like an Amazon wish list and have calculated it all up. Or you can make a list of all the things that you've done. Like when I've played this game, I've showed you guys this before. Like when I played the game, I made little lists and I made a little checklist and I put the money amount by the side and I added it up. You can do this any way that works for you. But by the end of the day, you need to spend that $100 because tomorrow you're going to get 1,000. Wednesday, you're going to get 10,000. Thursday, you're going to get 100,000. And Friday, you're going to get 1,000,000. No, you can't save it. It will not carry over from day to day. You need to spend each amount each day. And if you get stuck at any point, then we will talk about what that means. But this is to get you into that perspective of you have been given this money, and the universe doesn't know if it's actual physical money or not. As long as you are going out and you are looking at all the things, okay, and you are writing down that you've spent it and that you're looking forward to it coming in, then you have spent your time with equal energy exchange, and it has worked out for you. Does that make sense? Let me know if I need to reiterate that. And I can already feel some people, their wheels are already turning with the things that they could buy. But remember, it has to be for you. And if you have questions about the stipulations on what you can spend the money on, let me know. Yes, it does, and I do recognize it. Yeah, it's a really easy game. It's really fun to play. I know when I first played it, I continued playing until I got to 10 million and then 100 million. I kept going until I got stuck, until it became a chore. And then I stopped and I started over again. And I've done this a couple times, and you'll notice that if you play this multiple times, not only do you start using your time a lot better, because time literally becomes like, it's equal energy exchange for you, and you stop wasting your times on things that don't really matter to you. And then also, you'll notice when you play it again, you've bought things, or things have come into you, whether through gifts or you've bought them or things like that, that you had on your list. And then you create a new list, and you keep getting newer and newer and newer things. And it's a good opportunity for things to get in motion for you with the universe, right? Does that make sense, Caitlin, Pamela? Does that make sense? Let me know. Can you donate to a charity or organization that you believe and is a part of your spiritual community? You cannot spend your entire money on donating. So, like, for example, if we get to the $1 million mark and you have everything you need, you can't spend all of that $1 million and donate it somewhere. You need to spend a portion of that on you. You can, or you can, like, buy things for your business or things like that, but you can't spend all of the money on that. You need to spend some of it on you. Same thing for, like, example, if there's something that you really need, like my husband has a lot of holes in his shirts. We would need to buy new clothes for him. You can spend a portion of the money on that, but majority needs to be on you. That's a very good question. A portion is okay. Yes. A portion is okay. So if you were to donate $50 today and spend the other $50 on you, you can do that. Any other questions? Because that was a really good question. Because there can be a lot of ifs when it comes to how you spend your money. And I really do want to see your list. Pop them in the group, or even like in the thread for today that I made announcing when we were getting started. You can feel free to pop it in the comments there. And I will go through and I'll go look. Because this gives you opportunity to give inspiration to other people. And for us to, like, cheer you on, like, yeah, I can't wait till you get those bras in. Or I can't wait till you get those new shoes. Or I can't wait till you get that new car, because it sounds like you really need it and it's going to be amazing. That definitely benefits my good karma bank. Yeah, absolutely. As long as you feel good, go for it. And if it feels uncomfortable because you're spending so much money on you, that's a good thing, because you are spending the time to spend the money on you. That's a good thing. Don't give it all away. Awesome. So that is your homework for today. You're going to go spend your $100. And those of you that are on the list, make sure that you're on the list, because I'm going to send you a workbook to help you really detail out, like super detailed, what you want your business to look like within the next year and within the next month. Okay? Because we're going to make this a reality for you. Because to give you a little bit of woo-woo, it's going to help you satisfy that nurturing, that energetic side, and then get that masculine action going. We want to see that balance happen. Oh my God, I need new bras. Yeah, that's literally what I spent it on when I first got stuff. I went and I got the plus size bras because they're expensive, and I got a couple of them and they were really nice. And actually, since I've played, I've gotten new bras that are really nice and actually are from the store that I bought them at. It's wonderful. It's fabulous. Spend it on anything. Hi, Jennifer. Does anybody have questions? And for those popping in, make sure you watch the replay. That way you can get all the instructions. And make sure you're on the list so you can get all of the goodies. And every day, just so you know, every day except the last day, you're getting a workbook. The last day, instead of giving you a workbook, you will get your voucher. But we are going to do together an EFT section. EFT session, so the emotional transference tapping. I'm going to lead you through a round of that so we can really finish it out and give you a lot of clarity and clear out some stuff. I jumped in on Broad Talk. Yeah, go spend your money today that you'll get, Jennifer. Watch from the beginning and you will be able to see why we were talking about it. But we're going to do that on the last day because I want to leave you feeling really good and clearing all that gunk out, and you're just going to feel so much better by the last day. And you're going to notice something funny. The more money that you have to spend, you're going to notice some funny stuff. Does anyone have questions? I love questions. Questions are yummy. Let me know. And I will get this replay and all the stuff out to you ASAP. Right now, my mailing provider is having some issues today, apparently. But we shall see if it is working again. I need a new good bra so that works. Yes, go get you some. You can go to Torrid and have a shopping spree. I don't care. Let's see. Okay. I'm not seeing any questions. So I will see everyone here tomorrow, same time. It's going to be amazing. I hope you all have a fantabulous day and happy spending. Share your stuff in the group so we can cheer you on and get inspiration. I'm going to do this with you too. Like, I'm going to go spend my universal $100 today. I'm really excited to see what you do. No questions at the moment. I already think on what I could spend the money on. Yes! Go spend the money and use your time wisely. I will talk to you all later.